Alright, so a few people have been asking me about this game that I've been working on. I just wanted to take a minute and go ahead and get this video out there so that I can show everybody and try to explain exactly what is going on here. Alright, so we've got these nodes here. These are called endpoint nodes, and what they do is they send out a packet, and that packet has a destination, and when that packet reaches its destination, you get funds added to your account. Now you can use those funds to build a larger network. So every node that you build costs money. And the most important node is called the entry node, which if I can just get it to work there. And what the entry node does is it allows these endpoint nodes to actually attach into your network. Okay, so in order to make the most out of every packet, you want those packets to go pretty far away. The farther they go, the more money they make. In order to accomplish this, you need two entry nodes. And occasionally a packet, and you can see them happening right here, occasionally a packet will get routed to the other entry node. All right, now hang on, let me show you what the problem is. Okay, so here's the problem. These packets don't just know where to go. Every time they get to a node that does not give them a path, they'll just bounce around randomly. You can see them doing that here. They don't know where they're going, so they're just going to keep going in directions until eventually they run out of juice or they make it to their destination. So with this kind of network right here, you can see it's kind of like sucking all of our packets into it because it's got so many places for them to turn that they're not going to be able to make it to their destination. Whereas here you can see, since there's only one path for them to travel, they'll always make it to their destination. And the reason for that is, you might think, well, shouldn't they bounce around in here? No, they won't, because these will route them one step. Okay, but what happens when you have more than one destination? What do? Well, this is when the router comes into play. And the router does pretty much what you would expect it to do. It routes the packets to their destination. Each router does only give it 10 jumps. So from the router to its destination, you only get routed 10 jumps, and from there you'll go back into just jumping all over the place. Alright, so if you look up here, you'll notice this little frowny face. What is that? Well, I'll tell you. That is a malicious node. That node is going to do its best to destroy every healthy endpoint node you have on your network. To protect against that, you do pretty much what you would expect, and that is to use a firewall node. And the firewall node will intercept every malicious packet. You can see it just took out one there. It'll intercept every malicious packet that passes through it and do damage to it. Now, in this particular case, this malicious node doesn't create a packet strong enough to make it through this firewall. Eventually some will, and you'll have different firewall strengths and different malicious packet strengths and just all kinds of different things that they do.